There's something special when it comes to killing bosses with taunts in Devil May Cry 5. I don't know why, but for some reason it feels natural, almost second nature, to bring them down to a range where you can't even see their health bar anymore, before graciously finishing them off with a romantic little rose or a swift kick to the balls. Hi, I'm Sneff. Today I'll be pushing this concept to its logical extreme by asking myself the question, can we defeat a boss using only taunts in Devil May Cry 5? Let's check it out.
Hang on, Sneff, what boss are we planning to take down?
That's an excellent question, Google Translate. A question most of you at home probably already know the answer to. But in case you need a refresher, or if you haven't played the game before, let me break it down for you. There are 3 major points for us to consider when selecting our target. The first thing we need to consider is the boss's attack and movement patterns. Since most of the damaging taunts are kinda awful, choosing the fastest boss is probably not gonna go well for us. This also completely disqualifies Virgil and Dante from the challenge, since I'm pretty sure their health regeneration makes the challenge mathematically impossible. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry guys. The second thing to keep in mind is a bit more static in nature, and that is the health stat of the boss. 1000 health here and there might not seem like a lot, but as you're gonna see in a minute, it can make a massive difference. Last, but absolutely not least, is what taunt we actually want to use. Each of the 4 playable characters in this game have at least one damaging taunt in their arsenal. Nero has his drop kicks, B has whatever this thing is, Dante has his roses, and Virgil has a whole bunch of shit, as you can see here. So, if we put all of these considerations into a blender, creating some awful brain juice, the most logical target for us is, drumroll please, the Clive of Roots on Mission 1. I know, a shocking answer, right? Being the second boss of the game, its attack patterns are pretty forgiving. Being limited to swinging its tentacles around and summoning a Hell Antenora here and there. It's also completely stationary, making our taunts very easy to land. The Clive of Roots also have the lowest amount of HP of all the bosses in the game, landing at 6000 HP. That's about 5000 HP lower than average. Okay, so we got our boss, but which character are we gonna use? As this is a Nero mission, we only have 2 alternatives available to us. Nero, of course, and Virgil. Like I mentioned before, Nero's only damaging taunt is his dropkick. This taunt has some nice things going for it, being fairly quick to use and very reliable. On the flip side though, it's pretty weak, having a base damage of only 25, and we can only use it while on the ground. We also can't chain it, as if we spam the taunt button, Nero will just perform a regular taunt right after. This means Nero actually has to start running for this taunt to work. We can't just tilt the left stick forward. Virgil, on the other hand, has a bunch of different taunts we can use that can damage enemies. His special provocation deals a lot of damage, as you can see here. But it's also ridiculously slow, making it practically unusable.
You think to make a fool of me.
His main claim to fame is his aerial taunts. When below a style rank of S, he'll throw 3 swords out, dealing 50 damage each. When at an S rank or above, he'll slash in front of him using Yamato instead, dealing 70 damage. Now that I think about it, it's kinda interesting that reaching a higher style rank decreases the damage we deal. It's also worth noting that using Devil Trigger does not increase the damage our taunts deal, for whatever reason. Taking all of this into account, you might be a bit surprised to hear that Nero is my character of choice here. This mainly comes down to one simple thing. I think this would be a bit too easy using Virgil. That's it. If I'm selecting the easiest boss in the game, the least I can do for you is choose the most difficult character for the job, right? Speaking of difficulty, I originally took this challenge on the Son of Sparta difficulty, with Devil Trigger banned to make things a bit harder. The reason behind this choice was mainly the damage multipliers the different difficulties come with. You see, on the Son of Sparta difficulty, you're plastered with a 0.75 damage multiplier, meaning you deal 75% of your usual damage to your enemies. This is a bit more complicated on Dante Must Die. Not only is the multiplier decreased to 0.5, you also have to account for Devil Trigger, which further reduces our damage by 50%. Because I'm not a masochist, I decided that 320 kicks was enough torture and selected the Son of Sparta difficulty. Here's the highlight reel. Starting off well. But I dodged that. Can I not rebind taunt? Meaning we deal 12.5. 12.5 I mean. That's bad. Why am I doing this to myself? I don't know. Oh my god, okay. My controller just died. I hope these are charged. Battery debuff out of the way. Oh. I accidentally misclicked that one. Come on. That's nice of him. Pushed him away. Gotta scratch my nose. I don't know why I just compared Devil May Cry to Pokemon, but we have 1 HP left now. Oh, come on, that hits! Come on, Capcom. This is going pretty well so far. Come on. Why do I keep doing that? The boss is not doing anything for whatever reason. Okay, so now they might start attacking me again. Okay, now they're back. Okay, so maybe 2 more kicks. Bam! Oh, my thumb hurts now. Ow. But in retrospect, I think that was a bit of a cop-out. Which is why I'm now deciding that we're gonna do this on Dante Must Die instead. With Devil Trigger this time, so we can at least regenerate a little bit of HP. I think that's fair. Without any further ado, take it away, Livesnef. You stupid son of a bitch. You know what I said about doing this on Son of Sparta? Fuck all of that. We're doing D&D instead. Now this is gonna take a long time, because like I explained before, this brings it from about 320 kicks up to about 750. If it Devil Triggers at 50% HP. If it Devil Triggers earlier than that, that only adds more drop kicks for us to do. Now this time around, I'm gonna allow Devil Trigger, because Jesus Christ. You have to give me that one. DT doesn't increase the damage the dropkick does. It only lets us heal a little bit. Other than that, I think it's the same process as before. Dropkick 3 times or so before jumping. 1, 2, 3. Oh. You can actually do 4 when that happens. We have to be really careful about the Hell Antenor that spawns later, because it will Devil Trigger. And it will do about 50% of our HP when it hits us during it. But as you can see by the health bar, this is gonna take a while. A really long while. At least 30 minutes. Or 25 minutes, I say. 25 minutes maybe. Or no, actually 30 or 35 minutes. That's where my guess lies. 1, 2, 3, dodge. 1, 2, 3, oops. Okay, just gotta put my wallet out of my pocket, because it's in the way. And both my thumbs hurt already, since I have to hold the stick forward and do some, like, almost claw gripping to be able to hit the taunt button, since we couldn't rebind it for whatever reason. Don't know why they don't let you do that. Let's check it again. Melee attack, gun attack, jump, devil breaker, devil bringer, breakaway, change target. You can rebind change target, but not taunt. What the fuck is that? I mean, we are making some good progress, despite dealing 12 HP to it. And as you can see, this is Dante Must Die. I had to check it myself for a second there. So all of this wouldn't be in vain. My nose is really itchy today. I don't know why. Ah, come on. Okay, so we fucked that rotation up. Blame my nose for that. Like you can see, we have to actually start running to do the drop kick. If we stand still, or if we have no momentum rather, the game will just do a regular taunt, no matter what our input is. Which normally really isn't an issue, but right now it's kind of annoying. Soon it's gonna it's gonna spawn the Hell Antenora. And with soon I mean like fucking 3 or so minutes maybe. Because this is not going fast. Okay, no, I was actually right. I usually predict that shit to go off way too early. So with this one, we're gonna want to do this. That's not good. Okay, we get the knockdown. Because we want to lure it away from the camera. like that, so it won't attack us for a bit. But it's a bit annoying that that zooms out, because that gives the Hellantenora an opportunity to attack us. Like that. Even though that was my bad. Ow. Okay, so we're gonna use Devil Trigger now, I think. We've lost a bit of HP, so we might as well. I'm gonna try not to use the regular activation. But if I do by mistake, I'm probably not gonna restart. And I hope you can understand why. I'm not gonna abuse it. It's just if I misclick. Come over here. I want this guy gone. Come on, strike me. Now that's good. Now we don't really have a pattern going. It's a bit more sporadic. I think, at least. No. That's really bad. What am I doing? Holy shit, how did that hit? That's stupid. Okay, get one hit in, and then he's gonna run after us, I think. Okay. Gonna use this opportunity. A little bit of damage. Because it's gonna take a while for it to run back to us. Do that move again. Honestly, I'm gonna start air taunting a bit. Just so we get a little bit more Devil Trigger. Let's get him out of the way again. Immediately jump. That was a bit greedy. Come on. Attack me again. Okay. Let's use some more Devil Trigger. It's a bit greedy, but it worked out this time, at least. This is okay. I was gonna say that's probably the best angle we're gonna get, but then it immediately zooms out. I'm trying to angle my camera so the Hellantenora gets as little screen time as possible, because then it can't attack us. And there we go. Oh, why did I do that? That's so fucking stupid. By me. Try to get this Hellantenora out of the way. It has full HP still, so we can't count on the boss killing it. Now we go away. This guy out of the way a little bit. I think he's gonna have to swipe us again. There we go. As you can see, we're not doing much. I think the boss has stopped attacking again, which is really nice. Post-production snap here again. Like past me just pointed out, the boss just stops attacking when it drops below 50% HP. I don't really know why, but it did happen on Son of Sparta as well, as I was alluding to. So the boss is not doing anything for whatever reason, so I don't think it's a bug at least. We take those and back to past sniff. Come on. So I mean, it's gonna take fucking forever, but as long as it chills for a little bit, that's really good for us. I just hope I don't accidentally trigger a ranged attack from this thing. If that's a thing it can do now, sure, but I don't want it to happen. Gonna be on the safe side here. Get the Hellantenora away again. Okay, that's really good. Can probably do like 6 or 7 kicks. 5, 6, 7. Bit greedy there, but it worked out. Come over here, Mr. Hellantenora. Or Mrs. Hellantenora. Okay, so we're currently 18 minutes in. And we've gotten through not half of its HP yet. Because remember, it used Devil Trigger really early. Meaning we have maybe 300 or so kicks left. Something like that. You can barely see how much else it does to it. Or how much damage, rather. It's a bit greedy again. Might have done that a bit early. I think it turns around when I do that. So it gets a bit closer to me. Yeah, this is really intriguing gameplay. I just hope it stays like this for a while. So I don't have to dodge and do all that shit again. Come on, Antonora. I don't know why he's not attacking as much. Maybe I'm standing too far away or something. Okay. That might actually be it. Oops. Alright. What the fuck is he doing? Slash, slash, slash. Let's keep him out of view, I was hoping for. Didn't really work out for us. Okay, that's not good. Come on. What is my camera doing? Okay, so we've done about a fourth of its DT health now. We're currently 23 minutes in. Jump on him once. Some more Devil Trigger. We're almost at full health again. I don't know what the boss is doing, if I'm being honest. But, I mean, it really helps. Really does. Guess it's really kind of counting on the Hell Antenor doing something. I mean, it's doing something, I guess. If it could just move out of the way a little bit. Because this is taking a long enough time as it is. Okay, full HP again. I think I let him on screen for a bit too long there. Looks like it. Luckily for me, the enemy doesn't regenerate any health when they're in Devil Trigger. That would make this impossible. So I don't think this strat works against Virgil, because he's the only enemy in the game that can regen health using Devil Trigger, as far as I know. So this is probably as far as we're gonna push this strategy, I think. Come on. Chase me. Do something. Okay. Now it might start attacking again. Yep, it's back. Now it's gonna get a lot harder. We still have to drag this guy away though. That's a bit bad. When they do this, it kind of fucks with my camera a little bit, making it harder to not let the Hell Antenor do anything. Okay. Not even close. Okay, when that happens, as you can see, the Hell Antenor gets pissed at the boss instead, meaning we don't have to care about them as much. Okay, I think he might be stuck in a cycle there. Let's use that to our advantage. I mean, that's kinda good for us. I don't think it deals any damage to him though. So we can't count on the boss killing him, because that's not gonna happen. This is so fucking stupid though. I mean, looks like it's gonna keep doing that, so let's just do 3. Then let the boss do that, dodge that, and we should be golden. I mean, this is really good. It lets us deal a lot more damage, because we don't have to wait for the Hell Antenor to run away each time. Okay, we're now 34 minutes in, and we're not even close yet. We're getting there, slowly but surely. It's me and this Hell Antenor against the world. I mean, it's happened so many times now, it's barely even fun anymore, but this is fucking ridiculous. It just keeps doing that. I don't think it should do that. Unless, maybe it does actually prefer to attack the Hellentenora, and it's just stuck in that spot. The fact that it doesn't deal any damage either is so funny. Poor guy just gets launched into the air like fucking 40 times. I think I'm gonna do a counter for that, if I'm being honest. How many times it got launched? Could be a little bit funny. I wish it would have done this all the time, instead of letting me having to handle it for like fucking 2 years. What it feels like was 2 years. Scratch my nose again. Maybe I'll do a counter for that too. Okay, never punished. Maybe we can actually sneak that shit if he drops both of them. It's a bit risky, but it increases our damage by 33%, so might honestly be worth it. Yeah, seems like we can. That's really good. It's the small optimizations, really. I say as I fucking do a regular taunt. Ow. Can't afford to get sloppy now. Let's just play it safe. I like that he tries to attack the tentacles. If he didn't, I feel like he might have been able to do damage to it. Maybe. That would help our efforts a little bit. Ouch. Let's do that. One kick, keep it safe. I wonder how many times he's been knocked up now. Forgot about that one if I'm being honest. Never punished. That wasn't even close either. Fucking jumped on it. I was gonna say bounced on it, that didn't sound good. Now I said it anyway. Okay, come on. Don't know what I'm doing there really. I think this is it. Maybe. Okay, not really. Now then. Come on. Oh my god. That took 43 minutes. 43 fucking minutes. And it used Devil Trigger before it reached 50% HP. So that makes it like, I don't know, a lot of them, at least a lot of kicks. I'm gonna have to count on that. I do some math there, I don't remember. Oh my god. I can't believe we fucking did that. Also in the first try, by the way. On Dante Must Die. Thought the game crashed there for a second. C rank. We didn't get no continues, because I went into this mission just to check when it usually double triggered, when I attacked it normally. If we didn't get that, our style points would have been multiplied by 1.3, so 4k, something like that. I think that's a B rank. For only using taunt. No speed clear, believe it or not. Okay, that's one of the craziest things I've ever done. I feel like I don't know how to top that one. I mean, it does help that the boss doesn't do anything for like 40% of the fight. But the Hellentenor is annoying enough in and of itself. As you could see there in the end, you know, when the boss started attacking normally, it was actually a lot easier. Because it stun locked the Hellentenor for some reason. So yeah, back to post-production Snef, I suppose. Well, there you have it. We can actually beat the boss using only taunts in Devil May Cry 5. Even if it was made easier by the fact that the boss went AFK for half of it. Maybe some of you are left a bit unsatisfied by that, and I was too. So rumor has it that there might be another Snef video on the way addressing that. I hope you look forward to that one. Now, what you've all been waiting for, here are some stats. The grand total of kicks needed to beat the Clive of Tentacles was 734. Not too far off my initial 750 kick estimate, I'd say. But most importantly, the Helen Tenor was launched a whopping 80 fucking times. That should give you an idea of how long this actually took.
Because Jesus Christ.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'd be glad if you let me know all about what you thought in the comments. Until next time, have a good one.